I wanted to create the best NBA team of all time. Imagine if we could take all eras and blend them in together, 90s, 80s, 70s, 2000s, 2010s, and make the best team ever. Well, that's just what I did. Take some of the best players from my generation, some of the best from last generation, and put them all together on one super team. Then after we draft them, let's play a season to see if we can get a ring. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this episode. So as y'all know, we got to go into my NBA, go to the settings, and obviously, that's our current Hornets team that we did the rebuild series on. Comment down below if y'all watched that series. That was a great series. We ended it off a great way. For the era, it doesn't matter, because we're going to end up downloading the roster anyway. So I always pick modern era, but it really doesn't matter because you're not going to use the roster it gives you anyways. All right, for the settings, so I always go over here, do fantasy draft. Again, we're using the custom roster. And I always do simple and advanced settings just in case it's something I want to tweak, but usually I don't end up touching too much. So here we go, press continue here. We're going to use a user created roster, as I said. And the one I always use is this guy right here, Professor 2K PS Legends Prime Fantasy Draft. I've been using this one. I think he makes one every year. He just copies and pastes it, or there's slight updates. But this is the most popular one, so this is the one we're going to use. For this right here setup, I don't really touch anything. All I do is come down here and touch this. I want to have the draft order on so I can give myself the first pick. Have fixed the way we have the same pick every draft or every round, and then I want the duplicates to be on no keep best. I don't want 5 Michael Jordans, 4 Kobe's. I want the best version of every player. So it's only gonna be one of every player and the best version of that player. Playoff stuff, we'll leave that all best of 7. Yeah, like I said, I know I did simple and advanced settings, but we're not gonna go over here and touch any of this other stuff. All that stuff we're gonna leave default. The only thing I'm gonna change, I know for sure, is the game speed. And here we go. We're gonna select the Hornets. Give ourselves the first pick. All right, and now with the first pick, here we go. This is the exciting moment of the draft. Who are we going to build our team around? Again, this is the best team ever assembled. So who are we going to select to be the front runner, the captain, the first member when you think of the best team of all time? And, everybody has different goats. You can't say it's a no-brainer. But especially from my generation, the best player of my generation, and I feel like of all time, is no other than LeBron. I know people are going to say Jordan, it's Kobe fans, obviously. But for my generation, grew up watching LeBron. Obviously, I've seen The Last Dance. Jordan has such a big influence on the game of basketball itself. But for me, my GOAT is LeBron James. I know I'm probably going to get heat in the comments. Definitely comment down below which y'all go. But my GOAT is LeBron James. I mean, he's done it all, seen it all. Every record, I feel like LeBron has a hand involved in. But, people have different opinions, but this is my GOAT team. So if you have a different opinion, that's definitely fine. All right, y'all, with the second pick, we decided to go with Kawhi right here. And the reason behind that is because, I wanted to get another guard. And so I'm going to, Kawhi's obviously 3, but I'm going to play him at the 2 alongside LeBron. So LeBron's going to be the 3 and Kawhi's going to be the 2. Here we are into the third round. I'm debating if I want to complete my front court. Well, I guess my backcourt, with Penny Hardaway right here. Penny Hardaway, I knew he was going to be my guard from the moment I started this draft. So I'm thinking, do I want to get him now, secure Penny Hardaway, or do I want to roll the dice and see if I can go another round without getting him and potentially get a big in this round, some really great bigs up on the board, or do I want to go ahead and just play it safe and get Penny Hardaway? So I'm not really sure. I mean, it's no bigs that are standing out to me right now. And so I think just because of that right there, it's nobody really standing out right now. I mean, these are all guys that overall is getting lower. So I feel like I can get these guys in a later round. But Penny Hardaway is, I mean, he's still like top 10 right now in overall. So I think I'm going to go ahead and play it safe and select my point guard for this team. All right, you guys, after much thinking, I'm going to bite the bullet right here and go down a little bit in overall, but get the player I think is really going to help us out. So I wanted to get a big. I was thinking maybe getting Porzingis. He's tall, he can shoot, he can defend. I really wanted to get Dwight Howard, but then I was like, Dwight Howard can't shoot. And so I think to kind of meet myself in the middle, I'm going to get Yao Ming. Yao Ming is obviously, has the size, 7'6", 300 pounds, can shoot middies, can rebound, can defend. And so we're going to go ahead and, Yao's a little lower in overall, but what he lacks in overall, he's going to make up for with size and interior presence. All right, Yao, to round out the starting 5, I think we should double down on a big and try to get something like the Twin Towers. So, I was just talking about him in the last round, but I think we're going to go ahead right here and get Porzingis. So Porzingis is, like I said, 7'2", 7'3". So him and Yao, the Twin Towers, they can both shoot. Yao can't shoot threes, but Porzingis can shoot threes. They're both going to really lock up and solidify our interior presence on offense and defense. All right, so now we're on to building our bench. You know, this is going to be the second unit that comes in and make sure that the game is running smooth. So starting off, it's kind of like a Thanksgiving feast. You know, where do you begin? Do you start with the big? Do you want to get a backup guard? I think for us, given everything that's here right now, I think we're going to go ahead and get a backup guard, and that guard is going to be John Wall. All right, y'all, we're going to get another big right here. We're going to get some bonus. I'm looking at the attributes right now. He could shoot. He's obviously, you know, 7'3", 280, so he's going to be able to not get pushed around in the paint. You know, I'm real big on, you know, making sure that our paint presence is there. You know, we got slashers on this team. We got guys that can defend in the paint. So I'm real big on making sure our paint presence is there. So we got John Wall and Sabonis coming off the bench right now. Now we're going to look for another key piece to our second unit. All right, y'all, so right here, we're going to go ahead and get Danny Granger. Some of y'all may know about Danny Granger before he got hurt. He was an absolute beast for the Pacers until he got hurt. So didn't have the career that, you know, everyone hoped for due to injuries, but still a real solid player. Oh yeah, right here, this is a guy I absolutely love. You know, when we do 2K tournaments, play quick games, and I get one of my favorite teams, the O Lakers. I love this guy right here, Michael Cooper. He's such a good defender, can shoot, can finish. So anytime I do a fantasy draft, I always make sure I get Michael Cooper just out of him being so clutch for me in quick games. So I got to get him right there. And I think we're going to finish it off. You know, Zach LaVine definitely looks good right there. But I think we're going to finish it off with 2 defenders. All right, right here to finish off pretty much the guys I'm going to play. I have my starting 5, and this is my bench unit. I'm going to finish off with Tony Allen right here. So I like him because of defense. I want my second unit to come in and pretty much not miss a beat and just not get scored on at all, you know. So having a backcourt of Tony Allen and Michael Cooper, we're just going to have things on lock when the second unit comes in. All right, y'all, so look at the final roster right here. So we got LeBron, Kawhi, Penny, Yao Ming, and Porzingis. That right there is the starting 5. And off the bench, we got guys like John Wall, Sabonis, Danny Granger, Michael Cooper, and we also have Sabonis' son, ironically. But this is the team right here. And, you know, obviously Tony Allen, that's gonna be the last piece to our second unit. So, you know, this is the team right here. I'm real excited to see how this team does and performs. You know, I feel like this is a team that could be the best team of all time. I mean, we have everything you want. We got arguably the best player of all time who's still playing. So who knows how much farther ahead he can solidify that spot. Kawhi Leonard, obviously, you know, when Kawhi Leonard was in his prime, he was one of the, if not the best small forward in the league, if not one of the best players in the league. Penny Hardaway, another great young tall guard who helped change the way for a lot of guards who were taller back then. We got Yao Ming, who, you know, definitely helped the, I guess, Japanese Asian influence get to the NBA and definitely change the culture in that aspect. But also, hey, look at his size. He's 6'6", 310. Like, it's gonna be very hard to score him. Porzingis, you know, when Porzingis got drafted, people called him a unicorn. He was one of the first guys I heard from my generation growing up of guys that were, you know, unique, one of a kind. And I definitely feel like Porzingis doesn't get the love and respect he still deserves. You know, he's 7'3", can shoot, can defend, can handle the ball, can pass. I mean, he's definitely still a unicorn in my eyes. I mean, that just rounds out our starting 5. So I definitely think this has a chance to be one of, if not the greatest team of all time. All right, y'all, so here we go, our first game ever. Let's see what we can do. So first look at the GOAT squad. So as y'all see, they got Dr. J. I guess that's who their first pick was. Obviously LeBron's guarding them. Good matchup for LeBron. Let's see. Yeah, Bron. Good D. Bron with an easy coast to coast right there. You know, again, I get it. People are gonna say Michael Jordan's the GOAT. You know, there's obviously a lot of Kobe fans out there. You know, I mean, everybody has a different GOAT. You know, everybody's greatest of all time is different in their opinion. You know, Brandon Miller got a lot of heat when he said that his greatest of all time was Paul George. You know, everybody's GOAT is different. So, good help right there by Penny. You know, Porzingis got beat, and you know, we don't want to give up an easy bucket inside. So here we go right here. Let's see if we can get going with Penny. As y'all know, we got Porzingis on the easy pop. Good pass, good shot. And that's why we like Porzingis. You know, we got size inside. They can also step out there and hit the shot. Again, I think this could be argued to be the best team ever assembled. I mean, Porzingis has him on them, so let's go ahead and get it to him right here. See if we can get an easy 2 points. D LeBron. Let's get the ball to Penny. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is 2 on the board. Trae Young is way too small to guard Kawhi Leonard. Again, with this lineup, you know, we're all tall. You know, the shortest guy in this lineup is Penny, who's 6'5". No, Penny's like 6'7". Yeah, excuse me. Penny's 6'7". So the shortest guy in this lineup is 6'7". I mean, it's like who do you attack? We're all physical. We're all strong. I mean, there is no right answer. As you see, Kawhi gets a crazy and one right there. You're on around Maravich and then getting the and one on Trae Young. We're just too big, too physical. You know, that's something I definitely feel like is slept on with this lineup. All right, so here we go at the start of the second. I got the bench on the way in. So we're up by 10 right here, up by 7 now. Trae Young hits a good shot. This team is so dominant. You know, I definitely think we're going to be one of the best defensive teams in the league. But also, you know, this is a team that can get up and get going in transition as well. So again, you kind of got to pick your poisons. We get a nice, easy pick and roll right there from Bron to Porzingis. All right, so here we go with the second unit right here. Again, y'all know it's no slouch. John Wall's leading it at the point. See if we can get going. Can pick a roll right there, get dunk. The second quarter was a tighter quarter between the two. They started coming back just a little bit, so we got to take things to our own hand. Let's see. Let's get an ISO right here with Penny. Yep. Hey! Yeah, Penny. Yes, sir, Penny. I like Penny's chances one-on-one with Dame Dollar. You know, I got respect for Damian Lillard, but he's not big enough to guard Penny Hardaway. And Parrish stepped over to help. Too late. Good night. But that's why I like this team. You know, we're all big, physical. We can all finish. We can all defend. We can all shoot. Again, it's no real weakness on this team. It's Lillard tries to come back and get a bucket back on Penny, but Penny's not going for it. Let's see, slow down right here. Let's not force it. Get the ball back to LeBron. Let's see. Let's get a pick and roll right here. Pick a pot right here with Porzingis. Just held a second too long. Porzingis has a pretty quick jumper for a big. You know, I'm not used to that. So let's see. Good D. Yao's got to have at least 4 blocks this game. Good D, Yao. Good D. Yeah, Porzingis, you can guard both. You should link Yao. You should link Yao. That's one we can afford to give up just because that's our center on the other team's best player. So you know we can afford to give that up. Porzingis gets a nice little easy layup right there. You know, having Porzingis play with LeBron is kind of like the old days when LeBron had Yagauskas, you know. I don't know if a lot of y'all remember those days. So we want to keep the ball in LeBron's hand and keep letting him work, dictate as he gets a nice drive right there and one. Good take right there on Dr. J. Dr. J is probably my favorite player of all time, you know, just the way he looks. Obviously, I didn't watch him. He was played in the 70s, 80s, but I say he's probably one of my favorite players of all time. I definitely got to get a Dr. J jersey and poster some point later on in life. But yeah, Ryan gets a nice drive right there on him. Get help over LeBron. Good board, LeBron. Shall take over the game right here. Let's see what he can do. Not going to force. Let's get the ball back to Penny. Another dunk. Good take, Penny. Again, I mean, it's just like you help. We can dish it to Yao for easy dunk. You don't help. I mean, Penny's just going to dunk it every time. All right, so I decided to go ahead and put the bench back in. We're going to let the bench finish off this quarter right here. And then the starters will play the entire fourth. So oh, what? You can't make that? Defensive unit. They can't even get the ball in. I told you, y'all, with this second unit, it's going to be no slouch. Like, it's going to be hard to score the second unit. His name's just a tough theory right there. That's tough. I'm telling y'all, it's all about defense. Like, teams are struggling to get the ball in on this second unit. I think we got about maybe 8 points without even crossing half court, just because it's hard to get the ball in us. I mean, but that was my whole purpose of drafting this second unit right here. So here we go, up 10 with 2 minutes left. We're gonna see what we can do right here. Brown with a great pass to Porzingis. That's a great shot from Porzingis right there. You know, I think he's going to be the most underrated player on our team this season is Porzingis, you know. It's everything he can do for us. This Kawhi's locking up Pistol Pete. That's a good shot right there. Good take right there by Penny. Again, you know, I respect Dame, but he's just not big enough to guard a 6'7", you know, 210-pound freight train and Penny Hardaway coming down the lane, so. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for this episode right here. Again, I truly believe that this could be argued as the greatest team of all time. I mean, what could you say that we're missing right here? You know, comment down below if you could improve this team, what would it be? I mean, I feel like we have everything you could possibly want or need in a team. So yeah, you know, this is a series I'm definitely going to look into doing. You know, the Hornet series got good feedback from y'all, so I assume y'all maybe like me still playing 2K, even though, you know, at the time it's recording, it's middle July, almost August, so we know the new 2K is around the corner. I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting that just because 2K has frustrated me so much over the years. And as y'all know, like I said in previous videos, I've skipped entire 2Ks. So I'm not too pressed to get the new 2K. But, you know, if y'all want me to get it, I'll definitely get it for y'all. So, yeah, thank y'all for watching. We'll see you in the next one.